Hey, welcome back to the channel, and I have a problem. We have a 1991 YJ that is great. My son drives it to school. It's really, because it's so old, it's got 215,000 miles on it, things like that. But because it's so old, we really don't take it off-road. However, the problem is the 35-inch tires we put on it after I took them off my JK rub on the leaf springs. Okay, so right in here, those tires, when you go to full droop, not full droop, sorry, when you go to full turn, look at this. You can see that it's rubbing right on there and on the back, which not only is rubbing the paint off, which will lead to rust, but it's not good for the tires. Look here. The tires start to chip and get worn because they hit on there. Now the good news is it's a relatively easy fix. Either A, you can have your son stop turning quite so sharply, which eliminates a little bit of his turn radius, but it works okay. Or the other option is to switch it with the tires on your other Jeep. So this is a 2001 TJ that we bought in the past year. It's got 33-inch tires, and we're gonna see if swapping the tires on the two of them, because the TJ doesn't have leaf springs to rub on, that maybe the 35-inch tires would fit nicer on the TJ. So we're gonna do a little swap here and see if those fit better on that, and that fits better on those. So let's have some fun. All right, so I've lifted the TJ up and put it on jack stands. I had to do it enough so that when we take the 33s off, we'll be able to fit the 35s back on. So now that we got those off, and I didn't mention this, but I did already break each bolt before we started. So now it's just a matter of zipping off the lug nuts and stacking up the tires. With the TJ up on jack stands, it's time to bring the YJ in and get the 35s off. All right, drop it down and then we'll torque it, but I wonder if we're gonna have some rubbing issues there. Yeah, when we lower it down, it'll be interesting to see how this looks different and how it performs different. The YJ looks tiny. Man. We didn't zip these up, did we?
Nope.
I feel like that should have come with like a oh sound effect as I open it up. But remember, don't forget to torque your lug nuts down properly so you don't end up having problems as you're out on the road. All right, jack stands are out in the front, and I'm lowering the front down. It didn't drop down as much as I thought it would. That's interesting.
Well, you were up on 33, so you gave it space and you put 35s on it. So you got.
Well, I'm just expecting the
weight.
Yeah, the suspension to compress more than it did. Easy there, Tiger. All right. What do you think of that? And that's not bad either. But the true proof will be when we start driving it around. Overall, first impressions, this was probably a good idea. We had the wheels up on the top and we were rotating them left and right. They didn't seem to rub when we had it up on the lift. Once we get it down and the suspension has compressed, that will be a different story, but not too much of a different story. So it'll be interesting as we pull this out and start turning the wheels right and left, if it does indeed rub on those leaf springs. And I'm hoping and guessing that because of the offset of the wheels and the smaller tires, that this will actually have no more rubbing issues. And that gives the TJ a bigger, beefier, nicer look. This is the one we're usually taking off-road, not that one anyway, so it actually works out perfect. All right, you can see at full turn, we are not rubbing in the back. Go ahead and crank it all the way. And we are not rubbing in the front. So that's a success. Now let's see when we get the TJ out. I got dirt on my nose. Now let's see when we get the TJ out how that one drives. It looks like we have just a little bit of space. And on this side, yeah, not rubbing there either. So that's a success. Swapped out the Jeeps, neither one's rubbing, and that should help us with some of the issues we were having and put bigger, better tires on the TJ. So fun little project. Hope you liked watching it. Thanks again for chumming along with us, and give us a like and a subscribe and share with your friends and all that fun stuff. We'll see you next time.